The global positioning system is operated and maintained by the United States government. The accuracy of the system provides users with a powerful tool that is a helpful resource in navigating. The user accepts total responsibility and risk from using this equipment. This video is intended as a general guide to the features and functions of your equipment, not as a replacement for the manufacturer's instructions. GPS outfitters, the manufacturer, or its distributors assume no liability for the performance of the equipment under any circumstances.
Hi, welcome to GPS Outfitters video guide to the Garmin eTrex. You've just purchased a valuable tool that will forever change the way you get around. Whether you're hiking or biking, hunting or fishing, the eTrex will help guide you to your favorite spots and bring you back home easier than ever before. This video is organized to get you started using a few basic functions, followed by an explanation of some of the advanced features you'll use most. Let's get started.
The Garmin eTrex is a 12 parallel channel GPS with an internal antenna and a backlit LCD display that runs off two AA batteries that are installed in the back of the receiver. To install the batteries, open the battery compartment and install the batteries according to the diagram on the receiver. The eTrex features 5 function keys on the sides of the receiver that provide easy access to a wide range of navigation features. The power key is located on the right side of the receiver and is used to turn the receiver on and off. It also controls the screen backlighting for nighttime use. The page key is used to scroll through the eTrex's main display pages. It's also used to exit a selected function and cancel data entry. The up and down keys are found on the left side of the receiver and are used to move the on-screen cursor to select options and spell out letters and numbers. The up and down keys are also used to change the scale of the electronic map and adjust the screen contrast. The enter key is used to activate function fields and confirm data entry and menu selections. It's also used to mark a waypoint at your present location.
To get a better idea of how these keys work together, let's power up and adjust the screen contrast. To get started, you'll want to hold the eTrex in your left hand so the up and down keys can be easily pushed with the touch of your thumb.
To turn the receiver on, press and hold the power key. The eTrex title page will appear while the receiver performs a self-test. Once the test is complete, the receiver will begin looking for the satellites it needs to determine your location. From the satellite status page, you can quickly adjust the screen contrast to the current lighting conditions. To adjust the screen contrast, simply press the up or down keys repeatedly until the display is easy to read. Pressing the up button makes the display darker, while the down key decreases the contrast for a lighter display. You can also turn on the screen backlighting for night use by lightly pressing the power key. The backlighting will now turn on anytime a key is pressed. To turn the backlight off, just press the power key again. The length of time that the screen backlighting remains on after each keystroke may be adjusted from the setup menu and is covered later in the video.
When the eTrex is turned on for first-time use, it doesn't know where it is, what day it is, or the local time, so we need to give it a few minutes to automatically find itself. Once the GPS establishes its position for the first time, the receiver will typically calculate your position in less than a minute each time it is powered up. To get the best performance, you'll need to make sure that the receiver has a clear view of the sky so the satellite signals will not be blocked. As the receiver searches for satellites, you can watch the progress right on the status page.
The status page shows an animated picture of satellite status along with a signal strength bar and message window to indicate whether or not the receiver has determined your position. The signal strength bar will show how strong the signals are at any given time. Once 3 or 4 satellites have been acquired, the eTrex is ready for use. The receiver will indicate that a fix has been calculated when a Ready to Navigate message appears at the top of the page, along with the estimated accuracy of your position.
If you have any trouble acquiring a position fix, be sure to see the Tips and Techniques section of the video for a little more help. The status page is one of 4 pages you'll use to get around. To scroll through the pages, just press the Page key. Let's take a quick look at each page, starting with the Map page.
The Map page shows your present position as an animated figure in the middle of the display. If the GPS does not have a valid position fix, a flashing question mark will appear to indicate that the receiver is not ready for navigation. As you move, the figure icon will walk and leave a breadcrumb trail or track log of your movement. The map will automatically rotate to keep your direction of travel at the top of the page, while the pointer at the top left of the page always shows which direction is north. The current map scale is shown at the bottom left of the display. 21 map scales are available, from 500 feet to 800 miles. This lets you zoom in to see better detail of your every move, or zoom out to get a better look at a larger area. To change the map scale, simply press and hold the up or down key.
The pointer page is used to show your current direction of travel and guide you to a destination. It also provides a wide variety of important navigation information, including your present position coordinates, speed and heading, and a handy trip odometer to keep track of your distance traveled.
The pointer page features a large, rotating compass ring to indicate your direction of travel, along with your current speed at the bottom of the page. The data field at the bottom of the page shows your current speed and may be changed to display other information. To change the information shown, simply press the up or down keys. Note that the compass will only show your direction of travel when you are moving. If you need to determine directions when you're standing still, use a magnetic compass.
The menu page provides access to the eTrex's waypoint, route, track, and setup functions. It's also where you will find the interface setup that allows the eTrex to exchange waypoint, track, and route information with a PC. To see how the menu page works, let's take a minute to set the local time zone for your location.
To set the local time, press Page until the menu page appears. The menu page shows a list of options that may be selected by moving the cursor to the desired function and pressing Enter. The current date and time is shown at the bottom of the page, next to the battery gauge icon. To set the local time, use the down arrow to move the cursor to the Setup option and press Enter. The Setup menu will appear with the Time option selected. Press Enter. Use the down arrow to highlight the Time Zone field and press Enter. Use the up and down keys to select the local time zone and press Enter to confirm. To return to the menu page, press Page.
Before we move on, let's take a minute to practice some data entry basics by saving our starting location in memory as a waypoint. Waypoints are used to store important locations like trailheads, docks or boat ramps, and prime hunting spots, so you can easily return to them at any time. This will give us a chance to get comfortable with the rocker keys and to store our home base in memory for future use.
To save your current position in memory as a waypoint, press and hold the Enter key. The waypoint page will appear, showing the location of the new waypoint. Each waypoint is automatically assigned a default 3-digit waypoint name and symbol. To select a custom waypoint symbol for the waypoint, use the arrow keys to move the cursor to the symbol field and press Enter. The symbol page will appear. Use the up and down keys to select the desired symbol and press Enter to confirm. To change the waypoint name to something a little more useful, use the down key to highlight the name field and press Enter. The Edit Name page will appear, where you can select and change each character of the waypoint name. Press Enter to access the first character field. A pop-up window will appear, where you can select the first letter or number of the waypoint name. Press Enter to confirm and move the cursor to the next character position. Repeat these steps until you have spelled out the desired name. If you need to go back and make corrections, just use the arrow keys to move the cursor back to the area to be changed. Once you've got the name spelled out, press the down key to move the cursor to the OK prompt and press Enter. The Mark Waypoint page will reappear. To finish, move the cursor to the OK prompt and press Enter.
Saving positions as waypoints allows you to store up to 500 of your favorite spots in memory. Whenever you head out with GPS, you'll want to save a waypoint at the starting point of your trip, and anywhere you make a drastic change in direction. That way, you'll always have the option of taking a straight path back home, or using a few intermediate spots to get around impassable terrain. Waypoints can also be created from the menu page by manually entering coordinates, which we'll cover a little later in the video. Now it's time to head out and see the eTrex in action. We'll go for a brisk walk, then return home using the Go To function. Let's start by heading back to the Map page.
As we saw earlier, the Map page will show your position as an animated figure that will walk as you move. The Home waypoint will now appear on the screen, along with a breadcrumb trail of your movement. The map will automatically rotate as you move to keep things aligned with your view of the world. This is known as a track-up map orientation. The map can also be set to a north-up orientation, which will keep north at the top of the display regardless of your direction of travel. To change the map orientation, press Enter. A pop-up menu of map options will appear with the orientation option selected. Press Enter to change the orientation. To return the map to the Track Up display, just press Enter twice.
Now that we've had a chance to move around a bit, let's head back home. Since we saved our starting position before we left, we can now navigate directly back using the Go To function, which will guide us back to our home waypoint along a straight line path. Here's how it works.
To select a waypoint as a go-to destination, press the Page key until the menu page appears. Use the up and down keys to move the cursor to the Waypoints option and press Enter. The waypoint list will appear, showing a list of all the waypoints stored in memory. To select the Home waypoint, move the cursor down to the E to H tab and press Enter. The cursor will move into the list, where you may now use the cursor to select the desired waypoint. Press Enter. The Review Waypoint screen will appear, showing the waypoint name, symbol, and position. Use the up arrow to move the cursor to the Go To prompt, and press Enter to begin navigation.
Once you begin navigation to a destination, the pointer and map pages will provide additional information to help guide you to the destination. Let's take a closer look, starting with the pointer page.
Whenever you are navigating to a destination, the pointer page will show the destination waypoint along with the distance and time to go based on your current speed. The graphic compass will now show a large pointer arrow to indicate the direction to the destination, which is represented by the waypoint icon near the edge of the compass ring. The pointer represents the direction you should turn to stay on course. To keep heading in the right direction, simply move to keep the arrow pointing straight up the page. You can also view digital readouts of your direction of travel, or your track, and the direction to the destination, the bearing, by using the up and down keys to select the desired data. Sunrise, sunset, and other trip information are also available. The trip information and maximum speed fields may be reset at any time by pressing Enter. Select the information you'd like to reset and press Enter to confirm. Whenever you are navigating a go-to, the map page will show a route line from the location you started navigation to the destination. When the map is set to the track up orientation, you can stay on course by simply following the route line all the way home. Note that the path to the destination is a straight line and may not take into account any obstructions like water, impassable terrain, or even a building or two. To get a better look at your progress, zoom in to a smaller map scale.
If you find that you don't want to follow a straight line course to the destination, you can set a go-to to each waypoint you saved along the way, or use the trackback function, which we'll see a little later in the program.
As you approach the destination, the eTrex will provide an on-screen arrival message. Once the distance field reaches 0, you've reached your destination. Note that the GPS will continue to provide guidance to the destination waypoint until the go-to has been canceled. To stop navigation, press Enter from the map or pointer page, select the Stop Navigation prompt, and press Enter to confirm.
Once you've taken a few trips with your new GPS, you may find that the map is getting a little cluttered with track log information. You can clear or save the track log at any time from the menu page. Here's how.
To clear the track log, highlight the Tracks option from the menu page and press Enter. Use the up arrow to highlight the Clear prompt and press Enter. Highlight the Yes prompt and press Enter to confirm.
That completes the Quick Start section of the video. You may want to head out and practice the basics we've covered to get a little more familiar with your new GPS. If you'd like to stop here, just press and hold the power key to turn the receiver off. Now it's time to move on to some of the more advanced features and functions of your receiver. Be sure to see the back of the video box for a handy outline of the topics we'll cover. Earlier, we saw how to save our starting location in memory as a waypoint. Waypoints can also be created from the main menu or by manually entering coordinates into the receiver. Once a waypoint is stored in memory, it can be edited or deleted at any time.
To create a waypoint from the menu page, highlight the Mark option and press Enter. The Mark Waypoint page will appear, showing a default waypoint name and symbol, along with the receiver's last known position. Use the steps shown earlier to select a waypoint symbol and name for the waypoint. If you'd like to create the waypoint using your own coordinates, use the down key to move the cursor to the position field at the bottom of the page and press Enter. Next, use the arrow and Enter keys to enter the latitude and longitude one digit at a time. Note that the default position format is in degrees and decimal minutes. To enter a position using degrees, minutes, and seconds, or UTM coordinates, be sure to see the Setup and Tips and Techniques sections of the video. Once you have entered the coordinates, use the down arrow to highlight the OK prompt and press Enter. To finish, move the cursor back to the OK field in the center of the page and press Enter. Once a waypoint is stored in memory, It can be edited, reviewed, or deleted at any time by selecting the Waypoints option from the menu page. Once the waypoint page appears, use the arrow keys to select the appropriate tab from the index. Press Enter to move the cursor to the list. Select the desired waypoint and press Enter. To change the waypoint's name, symbol, or coordinates, highlight the appropriate field and press Enter. Make the necessary changes and press Enter to confirm. To remove the waypoint from memory, highlight the Delete button and press Enter. Select the Yes prompt on the warning page and press Enter to confirm. To point at the waypoint's location on the map, select the Map option and press Enter. The eTrex will return to the map page showing the location of the selected waypoint. To return to the previous page, press Enter. To begin navigation directly to the waypoint, highlight the Go To option and press Enter. The eTrex will set a straight line course from your present position to the selected waypoint. To return to the waypoint list, highlight the OK prompt and press Enter. Press Page to move the cursor back to the index tabs. To delete all waypoints in memory, select the Delete All Waypoints option at the bottom of the Waypoints page and press Enter. Confirm the warning and press Enter to finish. The Waypoints page also features a Nearest Waypoints list that will show the waypoints closest to your present position, along with the direction and distance to each waypoint. The nearest list is a handy way to quickly find nearby points of interest in case of an emergency. To select a waypoint from the list, highlight it and press Enter. To return to the Waypoints page, press the Page key twice. To return to the menu page, press Page.
The Route feature is a powerful planning and navigation tool that lets you chain together up to 50 waypoints for easy, automatic navigation of longer trips.
To create a route, highlight the Route option from the menu page and press Enter. The Route page will appear, where you may enter up to 50 waypoints to create a trip. To add the waypoints to the route, use the arrow keys to move the cursor to the first position on the list and press Enter. The waypoint list will appear, where you may select the starting waypoint of the route using the steps shown earlier in the video. Once you have selected the waypoint, the cursor will automatically move to the next available position. Repeat these steps until you have added all the waypoints to the final destination. Remember to press Enter to move the cursor from the index tabs to the waypoint field. Once all the route waypoints have been selected, you can begin navigation by moving the cursor to the Follow prompt and pressing Enter. Select the direction you'd like to travel and press Enter to confirm. Once the route is created, it can be reviewed, edited, or deleted at any time. To add a waypoint to the route, highlight a waypoint from the list and press Enter. Select the Insert prompt and press Enter. Select the new waypoint using the steps shown earlier and press Enter to confirm. To delete a waypoint from the route, highlight the waypoint you'd like to remove and press Enter. Select the Remove prompt and press Enter to finish. To clear all waypoints from the route, highlight the Clear All prompt and press Enter twice. Once you've started navigating a route, the map page will show a bold route line to indicate the desired path to the destination, along with a message to indicate each approaching turn. The distance and time to go will now reflect information to the next route waypoint. To navigate a route effectively, you may also want to change the map orientation to a track up setting as shown earlier in the video. As you approach each route waypoint, the eTrex will automatically sequence to the next route waypoint until you reach the final destination. To stop route navigation, press the Enter key from the map or pointer page. Highlight the Stop Navigation option and press Enter.
The menu page also provides access to the track log features. This option shows a list and visual reference to the breadcrumb trails stored in the receiver. It's a great way to save your favorite trails, shortcuts, and off-road adventures. A track log is recorded automatically whenever the GPS is actively tracking satellites.
To access the Track Logs page, highlight the Tracks option from the menu page and press Enter. The top of the page indicates the amount of memory used by the current log, along with prompts to save or clear it from the receiver's memory. To clear the active log, highlight the Clear button and press Enter. Select the Yes prompt on the warning and press Enter to confirm. To save the active log, highlight the Save button and press Enter. A pop-up window will appear, letting you select whether you'd like to save the entire track log or just a portion of the trail saved in a specific time frame. Select the appropriate option and press Enter. The Saved Track page will appear, showing the date of creation and a map preview of the entire log. Press Page to finish. Once a log is saved, it can be assigned a custom name, activated for track back navigation, or deleted from memory. To review a track log, select it from the list and press Enter. To change the log name, highlight the Name field and press Enter. Use the arrow and Enter keys to spell the new track log name and press Enter. To confirm the name, highlight the OK prompt and press Enter. To begin navigation of the track log, select the trackback prompt and press Enter. To delete the log from memory, highlight the Delete prompt and press Enter. Select the Yes prompt and press Enter to confirm. To delete all the track logs, select the Delete All option at the bottom of the page and press Enter. Confirm the Yes prompt to finish.
The trackback feature is a great way to follow your footsteps back to the point where you left civilization. By creating a route using the breadcrumb trail automatically stored in the receiver's memory, a trackback route will provide steering guidance all the way home along the same path. Because a trackback route will lead you back to the oldest track log point stored in memory, you'll usually want to clear the track log at the beginning of the trip as shown earlier in the video.
To activate trackback navigation, select the Tracks option from the menu page and press Enter. Use the arrow keys to select the desired track and press Enter. Next, highlight the Trackback button and press Enter. To finish, select the direction you'd like to navigate and press Enter. Navigating the trackback route is just like navigating a chain of go-tos. As you approach each waypoint, the receiver will automatically sequence to the next waypoint until you reach the starting point of your trip. To stop trackback navigation, press Enter from the map or pointer page and select the Stop Navigation option. Press Enter to finish.
The last option available from the main menu page is the Setup option. From the Setup menu, you can adjust the eTrex's time and display settings. units of measure and position formats, and the system and interface setup functions. To view the setup menu, just highlight the Setup option from the menu page and press Enter.
The Time option allows you to set the clock display on the menu page to a 12 or 24-hour format, set the local time zone, and adjust for daylight savings time. Once the time zone is selected, the UTC offset will be changed automatically. The Daylight Savings option allows you to specify whether the clock automatically adjusts for daylight savings time or not based on the date calculated by the satellites. The Display option provides access to the backlight timeout and screen contrast settings. Keeping the screen backlighting setting to a minimum will help prolong battery life. To adjust the contrast, move the cursor to the slider bar and press Enter. Use the arrow keys to adjust the contrast, which may be viewed on the bar graph on the right side of the page. To finish, press Enter. The Units option allows you to set the units of measure for speed and distance information, set the position format and map datum, and set the magnetic variation preferences. The Position Format option is used to set the way coordinates are shown by the receiver. If you're using the eTrex in a marine application, you may want to select the degrees, minutes, and seconds format. If you'll be using the eTrex for land navigation, you may prefer the UTM-UPS format. The Map Datum option allows you to adjust the receiver to match the datum of a chart or map you are using to navigate. The default value is WGS84. If you're using the receiver with a topo map, you should change the datum to match the datum shown in the legend of your map. Most USGS topos use the NAD27 CONUS format. The Units option allows you to display speed and distance using statute, nautical, or metric units of measure. The North reference lets you set the receiver's magnetic variation preferences to a true, magnetic, or grid reference. The Interface option lets you set up the receiver to exchange information with other devices or a personal computer. For most PC applications, you'll want to use the Garmin or NEMA setting. If you want to use differential GPS corrections, select one of the RTCM options. The System option lets you set the receiver to normal, battery saver, or demo operation. The battery saver mode will help improve battery life by reducing the update rate when appropriate and provide the best possible battery life. For more on extending battery life, see the Tips and Techniques section of the video. Selecting the Demo option will allow you to practice most aspects of navigation. Whenever the GPS is in demo mode, you can steer the receiver by pressing the up or down arrows from the pointer page. To reset any of the setup options to the factory settings, highlight the Defaults prompt at the bottom of the page and press Enter.
Now that we've gone through most of the major features and functions of your receiver, here's a few tips and techniques that will help you get the most out of your new GPS.
GPS receivers rely on line-of-sight satellite signals to determine your location and speed. These signals are relatively weak and do not pass through buildings, mountains, or other significant structures. If you find that you are having difficulty getting a fix, try moving to an area with a clearer view of the sky. Use the signal strength bar on the status page to help find the best area. If the receiver is still having trouble, a series of warning messages will appear to help you remedy the problem and get a fix. To get the fastest possible fix, simply follow the on-screen prompts. The eTrex is designed to provide up to 22 hours of battery life in typical conditions. The current battery level is shown by the icon at the bottom of the menu page. If you're searching for a high-performance alternative to disposable alkalines, Be sure to check out GPS Outfitters' rechargeable GPS cells. These nickel hydride batteries offer memory-free recharging for years of reliable performance and save you a ton of money too. Best of all, their lead and cadmium-free design will help keep the great outdoors clean for your next adventure.
GPS is not only a great tool for staying found, it's also one of the best tools for planning outdoor adventures. By taking a map and marking specific points of interest, you can manually enter these spots as waypoints right from the comfort of your own home. This way, you'll have a variety of important locations stored in memory before you ever hit the trail. To manually enter positions from a map, you'll need to follow a few basic steps to get started.
If you'd like to plan a trip or enter waypoints using a topo map, you will need to get a map of the area you are interested in. A good standard map to use is a U.S. Geological Survey 1 to 24,000 scale quadrangle, which is used as the basis for most other maps and map software. Next, set up the map to measure coordinates using latitude and longitude or UTM coordinates. Mark the points of interest of each position on the map, and use a map tool available at most outfitters to measure the exact coordinates. If you're using latitude and longitude or a marine navigation chart, it's usually easiest to measure in the degrees, minutes, and seconds format. Once you have the coordinates jotted down, you'll need to make the following changes to your GPS. Set the position format to the UTM UPS or degrees, minutes, and seconds option. Set the map datum on the GPS to match the datum shown in the legend of the map. If you're using a USGS topo, the correct datum is usually NAD 27 CONUS. If you're using a marine or NOAA chart, the correct datum is usually WGS 84. If you're using UTM coordinates, set the units of measure to the metric option. Otherwise, use statute miles for land navigation and nautical miles for marine use. Once you've made the necessary changes, carefully enter the coordinates of each position using the steps shown earlier in the video. If you need a little more help using latitude and longitude or UTM coordinates, see GPS Outfitters Using GPS with Maps video, which includes a lat-long UTM scale for measuring coordinates.
If you're looking to expand the capabilities of your GPS and to make managing waypoints, track logs, and route information a little easier, consider interfacing with a PC. This will allow you to quickly create and name new positions using your keyboard rather than spending time scrolling through characters with your GPS. A PC will also let you store extra routes and track logs and upload them into the GPS at any time. A wide variety of data exchange, topo map, and marine charting programs are available. Here's a few tips on what to look for.
GPS data exchange software is available for both PC and Macintosh platforms and allows you to upload and download waypoints, routes, and track logs to your GPS. These products range from basic shareware packages to complete mapping products that also provide digital topo maps and sophisticated planning features. Selecting the program that best fits your needs largely depends on your application. If you'll be using your GPS in national parks and other recreational areas, consider a program that has good coverage of the areas you travel to most. If you're using the GPS for hunting in more rural areas, look for something with better details of your prime hunting spots. Picking a program with digital maps helps make creating waypoints a simple point-and-click process, and often allows you to print out a custom map of your specific area of interest.
Thanks for watching GPS Outfitters Guide to the Garmin eTrex. We hope it's helped you master the features you need to make the most out of every trip you take.